Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. Since the church on Ruby Road was broadcast on Christmas Day 2023, and we had Mrs. Flood say that infamous line, everyone has gone into an absolute lather on who could be the real identity of Mrs. Flood. So I've been asking you, my fellow Whovians, your guesses and theories. So let's have some fun. Hit the subscribe button. Let's talk about your theories on who could be Mrs. Flood. Just looking at the comments from various social media, Facebook posts from different Doctor Who group sites. So thank you very much for answering my question and taking time to answer my question on there. So let's go with the first one. And I haven't read these, so this is all sort of new to me. Ruby's mom, anything else is wrong. I like straight to the point, that answer. Thanks very much. And yeah, it's you would think it's something like that, wouldn't it? You know, especially with that opening episode of the church on Ruby Road, and we have that hooded figure that is dropping the baby in the church on the stroke of midnight. And you would think it would lead to that. I think that's going to be too simple of answer myself. You know, if it is, fine. I'm not going to be disappointed, I don't think. But yeah, I just feel like there's an extra layer to it. But I know many people are saying it's going to be Ruby's mom, or potentially Ruby of the future, sort of going back and having that sort of full circle. Again, quite happy with that theory as well. It's something that we're not really kind of had in Doctor Who, but it'll be a sort of refreshing perspective. Whilst we're here, let me know in the comments below who you think that hooded figure could be. Could it be Ruby's future version of herself, or the past, or the present? That strange Ouroboros, I think that's the word, Ouroboros, sort of circulation. Could it be Claudia Winkleman actually going onto the wrong set as she's filming the second season of The Traitors in the UK? Or could it have been a past or future incarnation of the Doctor? A lot of people might be thinking it's the 13th Doctor with the hood, a bit like when Jodie Whittaker was revealed as the new Doctor. Could it be something to do with her? Or even the fugitive Doctor? That would be a good sort of way of introducing that incarnation of the Doctor back into Doctor Who. This character is called Mrs. Flood. We've also had Amy Pond. Could it be River Song? Flood, Pond, River. A lot of Whovians have kind of gone on to this sort of theory with the last names. And again, it's another good way of reintroducing River Song back into Doctor Who, if Russell T Davies decides to do so. I always felt River Song was kind of Stephen Moffat's baby. It was kind of he wrote her introduction way back when in series 4 in Silence in the Library, and also carried that on when he was showrunner during the Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi era. So whether Russell T Davies wants to touch this character, I'm not sure. Again, Alex Kingston has also done a great job in the sort of expanded universe of River Song through the audio and novel adventures as well. So I don't know. It's kind of like I don't think it overly well. It a little bit contradicts itself with in terms of, like, you know, in the Doctor's future, she's already dead and all that kind of stuff. But you know, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, anything could happen. On rewatching, it's clear that her behaviour and knowledge changed after the Doctor went back to save Ruby. So I think it's going to be someone from Ruby's past, maybe her mother or someone else completely new who learns about TARDISes and the Doctor earlier in her life, but later in this season. I just don't see it being someone from his past, the way the pieces look at the moment, as much as I would love it. Thank you, that's a great answer. So yeah, kind of looking like a variation of the River Song character, really. Again, that's something that Russell T Davies could do, sort of reimagining sort of past characters and sort of bringing them to life like a River Song 2.0. I don't think it'll be disrespectful enough to make it a carbon copy of River Song, because that's just not going to be fair, and that's not really sort of full-on imaginative, but we could have something like that. Just let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that theory, but thank you for that answer. Bok from the Demons. That would be great. I would love that. You know, imagine like a trailer for Disney Plus or something. Who is the true identity of Mrs. Flood? Could it be the future version of Ruby? Could it be Ruby's mother? Or it's Bok. It's just Bok. Russell T Davies. Yeah, it's Bok. There we go. Case closed. Eugene from The Walking Dead. Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not one. Oh my god, if it's Eugene, if it was actually the character of Eugene from The Walking Dead, I think we'll need at least 4 episodes just to get Eugene's explanation out of there. It will just take that long. Rani, as in rain/flood. Again, yes, absolutely. Lots of Whovians speculating on a Rani return at some point in the future. It's definitely a character I would like to see return as well. A lot of people are speculating that Jinx Monsoon could perhaps be a new incarnation of the Rani. So whether that's all linked together, who knows? Iris Wildthyme. Wow, that is a great theory. If you don't know who she is, she's a character spin-off from the world of Doctor Who, from the expanded media, so the novels, Big Finish. She's voiced by Katie Manning in the Big Finish audio adventures. And yeah, it's kind of like a very weird sort of character. I'm not an absolute expert on this particular character. Again, on my list of many things to do and watch and see is listen to more Big Finish audios, and particularly a lot of the spin-offs as well. So she's kind of been depicted, from what I can gather, as a renegade Time Lord in some of the audio adventures, from what I can gather. But yeah, I mean, that could easily be a very interesting character to introduce into the televised world of Doctor Who. Obviously, we've seen this already with Russell T Davies bringing Meep into the world of televised Doctor Who from the Star Beast. So obviously borrowing from the comic strip adventures. So it wouldn't surprise me if he could borrow characters that have been created from the expanded universe as well. But would it be Katie Manning or would it be someone else? I think it would be someone else, not to confuse everyone with Joe Grant, Joe Jones. But oh god, wouldn't it be great if Kate Manning had another crack at a new character? That'll be certainly interesting. A lot of Whovians are speculating that it could be some kind of connection with Susan or Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, and the Doctor's granddaughter, respectively. And yes, I would love it to be Susan. I don't think it'd be a different incarnation of Susan as such. I don't know. I think I would like that to be at least Carol Ann Ford coming back. You know, I think if Mrs. Flood was actually Susan, I think it would have been Carol Ann Ford. I know it kind of doesn't gives away the sort of big reveal of Mrs. Flood, but yeah, that'll be something that'll be good to see. I think, you know, Carol Ann Ford deserves to have a return one more time as Susan. Honestly, thank you so much for your guesses and theories and a few jokes along the way. A lot of people saying Anita Dobson, well done to you. Yeah, you get yourself a round of applause. But yeah, I really enjoyed those guesses, those theories. I think it's going to be a great reveal, whatever happens. It could even be just a red herring. You know, RTD is definitely known for that as well. But it's keeping people guessing, it's keeping people engaged in Doctor Who, ready for the new season in May. And I think it's going to be a slow burn, this one. We're not going to get the answers straight away. And we've got quite a lot being built up as well, haven't we? We've got The One Who Waits coming along, as well as the woman, or we think the woman, who picked up the gold tooth that has the master incarcerated. So if I was going to go into some kind of wild theory, mine is I think it could be the Rani, a version of the Rani picking up the gold tooth, but whether that's Mrs. Flood, I don't know. We've got nothing really to go on. This is just a bit of fun. So again, thank you so much for everyone who's answered. But if you haven't already, let me know in the comments below your thoughts or theories to the true identity of Mrs. Flood. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe if you have. Hit the cloister bell for more notifications. Come say hello and follow me on Facebook and X. And do check out my other fantastic Doctor Who related content on the Timey Wimey Review TikTok page and right here on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. And as Mrs. Flood said, haven't you seen a TARDIS before?